All right, so we're talking about this idea of flying, right? How our spirit really wants to soar, and then also the breath, and there's such a healing power in the breath, and we can tap into it, right? So then this other character of Edgar, the ego. So talk to us a little bit about how you see Edgar and the role he plays in the story, but then also the role he plays with your spirit wanting to soar, and how you can tap into sort of the power that you have with your breath.
Thank you. Really good question. I hope I can answer it.
Of course you can.
So Edgar is Edgar's something. It's interesting. When I first started yoga, the one little downloadable thought I had as we get different thoughts when we're opening up to yoga was that yoga is here to disseminate the ego. And I had this thought 20 some years ago when I started yoga, but I actually did not know what I was talking about. It was just a thought. And I saw over the last 20 years how cunning and baffling the ego actually is. And so I felt really that Edgar had to be in this story because I've been tripped up numerous times by my ego. I have, it's in the sense that it's cunning and baffling, it's not just having that overpowering, dominant ego like a president, we all know. It's also the other side of our personality, the side of us that gets bored, that yawns, that gets fearful, that doesn't show up, that doesn't do all these different things. And so it's part of us that, and it was a part of me that I had to spend time getting to know. And I was really fearful of being vulnerable. Like in the beginning of my yoga world, I remember probably 4 years in, I was teaching at the Bay Club and my back went out. I mean, I was in the emergency room. I was crawling around the emergency room and they gave me this ugliest brace you've ever seen. And they're like, you're gonna have to wear this and we don't know what to do for you. So I put on the sloppiest clothes and stuck it on my body and went and taught yoga. And but I had no wherewithal to tell anyone that I had a bad back. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be okay. I thought my students would not stick with me if they knew I had a bad back. That's how diminished my ego was when I first started yoga. And it was amazing because breath by breath, class by class, struggle by struggle, getting to know my students, who I've mentioned in the book are some of my greatest teachers, I learned to be vulnerable. I learned to share that, wow, I'm having a crappy day and I'm gonna do the best I can today to be here for you in this class and to teach you. But I'm upset, I'm scared, my face is breaking out. It was just numerous things. And I didn't have the luxury because I've been on my own in Marin for many, many years. I didn't have the luxury to say I'm sick, I'm not coming in. I did on a rare occasion when I was really, really sick, but for the most part, I just showed up. And in that, I had to learn a lot about my ego. I had to learn a lot about myself and my vulnerability and my willingness to just, be human. And so the ego to me was something I just had to unpack and unfold over many, many years. And so that's why I felt like Edgar had to be a part of the story, because I think all of us are unpacking that in some form or another.
Absolutely.